You know, you do it about 20,000 times a day, and you probably never give it a second thought. Breathing. I mean, it feels so automatic, right? So simple. But what if I told you that every single one of those breaths kicks off an incredible, high stakes journey deep inside your body? Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow a single breath and uncover the amazing story of where it goes, step by step. So go ahead, take a breath with me. In and out. Believe it or not, in just those 3 seconds, an incredibly complex and perfectly coordinated mission was just launched and completed inside you. The real question is, what exactly happened? Well, let's find out. Every single breath you take has one critical mission: to deliver oxygen. You can think of it like a vital courier service for the trillions of cells that make you, well, you. This whole mission is called gas exchange, and it is the entire reason we breathe in the first place. So what it all boils down to is this. Gas exchange is really just a simple trade. Your body brings in the good stuff, oxygen, and it gets rid of the waste, the carbon dioxide. It's literally a non-stop cleanup and refueling operation that happens with every single breath. All right, our journey officially begins the moment that air enters your body. But here's the thing. It doesn't just get a straight shot right to your lungs. No way. First, it has to pass through one of the most sophisticated air purification systems on the entire planet. So here's the roadmap for our trip. Air comes in through the nose or mouth, travels down the pharynx, that's just your throat, goes past the larynx, which is your voice box, and then down the main windpipe, the trachea. From there, it splits into two tubes called the bronchi, which lead directly into your lungs and end in millions of tiny little air sacs called the alveoli. So let's zoom in on that first part of the pathway. Okay, this is where things get really cool. This is how your body defends itself. First, as air comes into your nose, it gets warmed up and humidified. Then, this layer of sticky mucus traps all the unwanted gunk. We're talking dust, pollen, pollutants, you name it. And here's the real magic. Billions of microscopic hairs, called cilia, all beat together in this coordinated wave, constantly pushing that dirty mucus up and away from your lungs. It's this incredible nonstop conveyor belt, and it has a pretty great name, the mucociliary escalator, keeping your lungs clean 24/7. So once our air makes it past that amazing filtration system, it's reached its final destination, the alveoli. These are the millions of tiny balloon-like air sacs deep inside your lungs. This is it. This is the spot where the magic happens, the mission's critical handoff. All right, so check out the setup for this big exchange. The air you just breathed in, which is now filling your lungs, is packed with oxygen. Meanwhile, the blood showing up at your lungs is super low on oxygen, but it's full of carbon dioxide waste it picked up from all over your body. You see that imbalance? Well, if there's one thing nature can't stand, it's an imbalance like that. And that brings us to the powerful, yet simple, scientific principle that makes this whole thing work: diffusion. It's one of the most basic rules of nature, really. Molecules will always move from a crowded space to a less crowded one, trying to find balance. And the best part? It doesn't cost the body any energy. It just happens. That high concentration of oxygen in your lungs naturally wants to spread into the blood, and the high concentration of CO2 in your blood wants to escape into the lungs. But you might be wondering, how does the blood know to grab just the oxygen and not everything else? Well, the hero of our story is a very special protein called hemoglobin. It's found in your red blood cells, and it acts like a super specialized magnet just for oxygen. As your blood zips past the alveoli, each hemoglobin molecule can grab up to 4 oxygen molecules, literally snatching them out of the air while ignoring everything else. It makes sure only the right cargo gets loaded up for delivery. Okay, so our oxygen is locked in, secured by hemoglobin. Now it's time to hit the road. You see, the lungs are just the loading dock. Now the delivery has to actually be made. The freshly oxygenated blood enters the body's superhighway, the circulatory system, which is going to carry it to every single cell that needs it. And this chart, it lays out the whole trip perfectly. Your heart is this brilliant double pump. The right side takes in all the used, deoxygenated blood from the body and pumps it straight to the lungs for a refill. Then that brand new, oxygen-rich blood comes back to the left side of the heart, which then pumps it out with some serious force to the rest of the body. It's this perfect, continuous loop that never stops. And that finally brings us to the last stop on our journey, the individual cell. The oxygen, delivered by that bloodstream superhighway, has finally reached its destination. And why does this matter so much? Because this is where that oxygen finally gets to do its real job, creating energy. Seriously, this simple little equation you see right here, it's basically the secret to life itself. Your cells take glucose from the food you eat and combine it with the oxygen you just breathed in, and bam, you get a burst of energy called ATP. That's the direct, usable energy currency for your entire body. The whole complicated, incredible journey of a single breath all comes down to this one powerful and elegant chemical reaction. And what's that energy for? Oh, just everything. I mean, every single time you move, every time your heart beats, every single thought that crosses your mind, it is all powered by the ATP that was just created by the oxygen you breathed in. It is the fuel for your existence. So, as we wrap this up, just take one more deep breath with me. Really feel it. It's not just air, right? It's fuel. It's pure potential. An incredible microscopic journey has just taken place inside of you to make your next moment possible. The only question left is, what are you going to power with it?